If you're in the front line, it's your time to shine. The NHS, widely, we're working flat out to try and manage the crisis that we're currently in. And this thing is not going to go away very soon. So my first piece of advice is, don't burn yourself out, take things slowly, and realize you will always feel that you could do more. But we need you here for the long run, not the short term. I've got 5 or 6 pieces of advice for frontline services, the NHS and all the blue light services and all the frontline services and all the delivery drivers and everyone who's doing above and beyond to keep the country running at this really critical period. Number 1, you will get time off, and when you get time off, use it wisely, rest, try to recover so that you have the longest period of time serving people in this time of need. Number 2 is be the best that you can be. We're not asking you for any more, and you should only ask yourself for this amount from yourself. Be the best that you can be, and that on a daily basis can be different. But all you should ask yourself when you get up in the morning is, I am going to be the best that I can be today. Number 3, come forward with your creative ideas. The NHS is looking for innovation all the time, and we know through history that the greatest innovations happen when societies struggle at times of crisis. And the most incredible ideas and the most incredible memories and the most incredible pages of history are written in these times of crisis. So do bring your ideas forward to wherever you are in the organisations that are running in the front line at the moment. They will be needed. Number 4, keep an eye out for your colleagues. We, and you know who I'm speaking about, we as a 1.2 million, 3 million, 4 million people working in the NHS and the wide allied services, the blue light services, we are our own worst enemy when it comes to recognising the signs of burnout. So I want you to look after your colleagues and recognise when they're tired, and recognise when their physical and mental health has been taking a battering, and support them and help them to come through those points. Number 5 is the message to staff and to people who are not working in the NHS and are not frontline services. Do not, if you're working in frontline services, do not tolerate abuse from anyone, whether that be the public or whether that be senior corporation, management, government. We should not tolerate abuse. And number 2, if you're not working in frontline services, please, 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 do not abuse staff who are trying to deliver service for you. Ultimately, this service is for the public in this country. Please do not abuse the staff. It's quite emotionally draining already, just seeing the level of trauma that's coming through the system. And you need to be aware that if you add to it, the service levels are going to drop. So I'm asking the public to be nice to the NHS staff and to be supportive and to do your best to support them in any which way you can. Number 6, people will die. People will be sick, and some people will live on with long-term conditions. What you are going to experience in the next few days is like a concentration of everything that you go through on a daily basis, NHS staff, blue light services, frontline services. So recognise this as a phenomenon which is unusual, but something that you have to accept and go through. And that leads me on to point 7, which is this whole process is going to be a traumatic process for anyone working on these frontline services and anyone who's dealing with this on a daily basis. And it is going to be an effect of trauma. And you need to understand that there's one thing that keeps track of trauma, and it's the body. The body will always keep score of trauma. So back to my previous point, which is we need to look after each other. We will go through incredibly traumatic experiences, and we need to be looking after each other to ensure that we're managing that and coming out of it with a positive mindset. So share this video with your friends. Add any more ideas that you have around what things we can do as NHS staff to support each other. I want to share my peace, my love, and my kudos to everyone working on these blue light services. NHS staff, much love goes out to you. I know we're doing an incredible job. Please, please, please look after each other and look after yourselves in this difficult time. Please, to the wider public, as I've said, look after us too and think of us in your prayers and your thoughts. And I'd like to say, if you're in the front line, it's your time to shine. I'll see you soon. Keep safe, keep well, keep healthy, everybody, and we can beat this together.